No, we shall not forget the Till case. You're here today as evidence that you haven't forgotten it. And as far as District 65, I'm sure, is concerned, we will continue to battle this thing until every man, woman, and child in the United States, regardless of his race or his color or his religion or where he came from, when he goes before a court of justice, will get justice.
To the high officials that we have here today, and my greatest respects to you people that have come out here to see what we're talking about and see what we're doing and what we're trying to do. I think that you would like to hear perhaps what went on in my mind for the last 30 days. Well, I might not can tell you very clearly because I'm not sure myself. But to begin with, 30 days ago, I was very busy getting Emmett to go away on a trip that I thought would be the highlight of his 14 years. And I had taken every precaution to make it his nicest trip ever. And before his 2 weeks were up, at the end of the first week, I was supposed to have gone away myself. But on Tuesday of that week, I just got so tired until I couldn't go away. I had made every preparation to leave, but suddenly I just gave out. I didn't have any strength. And as the week neared the end, I started thinking, I said, well, maybe I don't think Emmett's going to stay the entire 2 weeks. I said he'd be so happy if he put the key in the door Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and I was sitting here. So I just decided that I wouldn't take a vacation, or if I would, it would be the following week. And on that Saturday, or rather that Sunday morning before day, my baby was taken from his uncle's home and my aunt's home. And I found out about it 9:30 Sunday morning. I was in bed. I got up, called my mother when I got the news, because I had every decision I had ever made or every crack that I had ever been in, it took her to get me out of it. And I took that one to Mama, too, because I didn't know what to do. Mother told me to come right over, and she would start making calls. And I got over there as quickly as I could make it. And that wasn't very long. When I got there, I saw that Mother wasn't going to be able to do this for me. She was getting weaker by the minute. And it seemed that her strength was flowing into me. She had called Mr. Moody, and Mr. Moody had came and stood by us and told us what to do and how, or rather who to go to get something done. That was the NAACP. They in turn sent me to Attorney Huff, and that's why I'm with Attorney Huff today. Well, after we found out that he was missing, we went through the strain of that for 3.5 days. And I asked God, I said, God, please let something happen. Don't let me go on like this forever, because I can't stand it. I'm not bitter against any race. I'm not even particularly bitter towards the men that did this thing, because I know that if they had known what they were doing, they would not have done it. And I wouldn't say that it was God's will that it happened, but he had a reason for letting it happen. I was smug. I was content. I was in 6 rooms. I had a car. I had a kid. Nobody bothered us, and I had a good job. I thought it was sufficient to mind my own business. I didn't realize that everything was my business, that the way the people are treated all over the earth was my business. Now I know it. And I want to say that I feel that Emmett was more or less loaned to me, that perhaps I wasn't his mother in the sense that other women are mothers to their children. But I appreciate the 14 years that we spent together. It was a joy watching the unfolding of his mind and the development of his body. And I don't regret a minute of the time that we spent together. I'm just sorry that it was so short. Because if I had known that we were going to be separated so quickly, I probably would have done the wrong thing trying to do the right thing. But I feel like that I did the very best that I could, and I don't have any regrets for any time that we spent together. And I want you all to support this wonderful organization, because they alone can get laws on the books that will stop this thing that has been happening. And unless we can get enforceable laws, we might as well just forget everything.